Hey everybody, it's Dr. Michele Drake at the Drake Center in Encinitas, California. I'm here with my 5-month-old puppy Ranger, who actually is pretty darn good for a puppy with hanging out with us while we do these videos. And I'm here today just to talk a little bit about, we have dental month coming up in February, and dental health is so important for dogs and for cats as well. So we just want to talk to you about a few of the things that, why you should consider it. And one thing I would just remind clients is that, dogs, people say to me sometimes, well, what happens in the wild? And I said, well, that's really one of the most common causes of death in older carnivores is dental disease. They lose their teeth or they become affected, they can't eat, and this leads to malnutrition and death. So we have the luck of having our domesticated animals. We can actually bring them in here and get their teeth taken care of. Ideally, we'd love to have these dogs and cats have their teeth brushed once a day. With some dogs, that's really impossible or really hard for you to do. I think it's great if you can get it started when they're puppies. But if not, just bring them in here at least once a year so we can have a good look inside their mouth and give you an idea what's going on. But again, they're not going to tell us when they have a sore tooth. They'll just learn to live with it, and we don't want our pets living in pain. Yeah, so any kind of chronic inflammation, I think we know this well in humans, causes like all kinds of bad things in your body. So we really don't want humans to have any kind of chronic inflammation, and we certainly don't want our pets to either. So when you have chronic inflammation, gingivitis, and periodontal disease, that is systemic. It goes in through the whole body. It can affect the kidneys, the heart, and just wear them out and make them not feel as good. So, and we'll age them faster as well. So it is really important to keep their mouths healthy and clean. So good dental care, obviously, if they have, pain in their mouth, they're not going to eat as well, for sure. So that's really the most common problem we see with animals. If they start to really get bad, problems in their mouth, they'll just swallow the food whole, or they won't chew it up because it's painful for them, or they just won't eat as well. So, keeping your dogs and cats mouth healthy will help keep them in good nutritional balance as well. Well, anyone's had any kind of tooth issue, which most people have had. He's telling us how he thinks about that. Dental pain is bad. It kind of makes your whole body feel terrible if you've ever had a toothache. I've had some issues in the past, and I would just say it really affects your overall, wellness. So we don't want our pets living in pain, and they really aren't going to say, hey, this, back molder really hurts me, it makes me sore, I don't feel good. They just learn to live with it, and the signs can be so subtle that we're unable to pick them up, which is why we need to get in there, have a good look on your exam, and when we go do a dentistry, we must take x-rays because we cannot see the rest of the tooth that's under the gum line. Well, again, chronic infection will decrease your lifespan without a doubt. And also just having, rotten teeth doesn't feel good. It's a bad way to live, but it also will decrease the age and also like their ability to eat well too. So it's really the chronic inflammation and infection going on that we don't want your pet to experience. Well, it really comes down to the pain, the pain and the chronic inflammation. Those are the two things that we have to think about. So pain is not a good way to live. So, not having dental pain would increase the quality of life. And also chronic inflammation and infection will make them not feel as well or last as long. So really dental care is like one of the most important things we can do preventative wise to make sure they live a really good life and a long one. It's ideal for us to brush our dog's teeth every day. A biofilm within 24 hours is already back on your dog's teeth or your cat's teeth. So ideally, brushing them every day will remove that biofilm. So that is most ideal, and I will tell you that if you do that, you will spend a lot less time having dental work done on your pet. There are some dogs it's almost impossible, or for some people it's really hard for them to do that, and empathy for that. And so just making sure you get in here maybe twice a year then to let us have a look in the mouth. There really isn't anything like teeth brushing. So I know there's so many products out there that say, oh, if you do this, it'll fix it. Or going to a pet store and having them do a dental that they call a non-anesthetic dentistry. That really is nothing but cosmetic. So there really is nothing else like a veterinary dentistry performed properly for that aspect of things. And as far as brushing, there's really nothing else that mimics brushing. I do think there are some dental chews out there. I do think dogs like to chew on things, and so I think that can help with the gum health, but it's not the same as brushing. So if you have any other questions about dentistry, and we'd love to see you in here. Dental month, we're gonna have some fun things going on that month. A really great raffle for the people that come in, and some really great prizes too. So give us a call. Let us know if we can schedule a dentist for you.